on the Finance Bill 2024 before the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning. Anderson Tax LLP, through their submissions, claimed the proposals were going to hard the common mwananchi. Stanley Lugari attended the sessions and files the following story.
Members expressed their dissatisfaction with the reintroduction of VAT on financial services. Grant Thornton Associates felt the effect will be detrimental as it will increase the cost of doing business, which will further be extended and the whole luggage left to the hustler, as debt servicing will then be kept at 16% as proposed.
And it is complied on it. So this penalty, strictly speaking, the way it is worded, it's actually targeting the small person.
PKF and Eastern Africa Green Council, during a joint presentation, proposed the deletion of new tax proposals on software ownership, which has now been categorized as a royalty under the Finance Bill 2024, as well as the proposed amendment and reintroduction of the VAT tax, terming it a disadvantage and burdensome to the manufacturers, urging the MPs to increase the tax on certain commodities and retain the tax exemptions on agricultural products, since it's the backbone of the country.
Zero rating to exempting of tax, especially on the raw materials, whether produced locally or imported, supplied to manufacturers of agricultural pest control products and raw materials for fertilizer.
The betting sector wants the new tax proposals of up to 20% from the current 12.5% slashed off, revealing the proposition will see for every 1,000 shillings won, the banter will be forced to part ways with at least 224 shillings in form of taxes.
You increase the taxes in this sector, we have more people betting offshore. Not only are we expatriating our foreign exchange, we are and our jobs, because this sector will shut down, but it is more advantageous for somebody to bet from outside than inside Kenya.
Lawyers Hub and Bloggers Association slammed the increase of internet cost to 20%, which will rather lead to internet divide amongst users.
This is going to increase the digital divide, and what we mean by digital divide is a situation where only the rich neighborhood are able to access the internet.
That we are still going to be taxing this seller, isn't it? So probably that is something we can also consider moving forward.
The Ernest and Martin Associates opposed the idea of the construction of 100 units of houses to cater for the affordable housing project, proposing that the bill should provide a time frame to enable proper planning, for instance in case of disposing of the units to give space for the project, as well as opposing the deletion of Section 14 on excise duty, which proposes that the addition of excise duty on cooking oil. The duo proposes imposing an excise duty on imported roofing materials, such as tiles, of up to 35% to caution local manufacturers, since the finished product is of more or similar state.
From page 600 to page 683, reasons for amendments have not been provided for. They're just stating where the amendment will happen, but the reasons are not provided. As part of Article 35, Kenyans need to know, why is the government proposing something?
Ernest further calls on parliamentarians as well as the parastatal directors to cease remitting house levies, since the duo are not tied under the Employment Act, with MPs only answerable to the voters at the end of their 5-year tenure in office. Stanley Lugari, Look Up TV.